Hey guys, ExTIRIA here, and this is Set 9 TFT Beginner Guide. In this video, I'll tell you how to play Set 9 like a pro in about 10 minutes. Before I tell you what's new in Set 9, let's talk about what they kept in Set 8. A system that they kept from Set 8 that is in Set 9 is the Augments. While choosing an augment, you're allowed to re-roll all of them per augment stage. They still have this in Set 9, but it's a slightly different and even better. When re-rolling an augment in Set 9, you can re-roll each individual augment instead of all three of them in Set 8. In Set 8, there was another system in play with the augments, which is the hero augment. But in Set 9, we have something called Legends. Legends is a new system where you can choose a legend and it will give you a fixed augment when playing. For example, when you choose the Bard legend, depending on the tier, you can get one of the Caretaker's augment at stage 2-1, and then in stage 3-2, again depending on the tier of the game, you can get one of the Forge augments. Lastly, at stage 4-2, you can get one of the Teaming Up augments. Each legend do have different augments, and what is listed on the legend never changes in every game besides the tier. For example, ASO's 2-1 augment will always be Cutting Corners, Patient Study, or Level Up. Even though they have different names, they do the same theme for the preset, which is leveling up. You can roll the legend augment to get a random augment that is not a legend augment. A side note I should mention about the legend system is that you have to pick a legend before you even queue up for a game. So do some research to see which style suits your taste. In all the previous sets, when the game starts, you have a carousel round, but in Set 9, it's different. In this set, we have something called Portals. Portals is a system where we can choose one of 3 different type of game modes. Unlike Set 3, you just start a game in a certain game mode, and then you vote for one of these game modes, and each vote is treated equally instead of majority vote. If you're wondering how many game modes there are, there's about 30 of them at the moment. Each portal has different regions of Runeterra, which is the League of Legends universe, and you can't get the same region twice in a game, even though each region has more than 2 different game modes. Since the theme of this set is Runeterra, all the units are on their base skin from League of Legends. Alright, now you know about the new systems in play, let's talk about the new and unique synergies that they added to Set 9. There are a couple I won't list here because some of them are pretty self-explanatory. For example, Bruiser, it's just health. Yordles. This synergy was changed during PvE, so, meaning, some of the other synergies can change too before it hits live. When you 3-star Yordle, they become a 4-star, but in order to 4-star them, because it was changed in PvE, you need at least 3 3-star units in order to 4-star them. When 4-star, these units have an additional ability. For example, Poppy's ability is just slamming down for shields, but when you 4-star Poppy, she can knock enemies and it would cause them to be stunned. Demacia. This synergy gives you an elite, and that elite unit has a radiant item. To give its armor and magic resist to other units, they need to be touching the elite for bonus stats. So you may want So you may be wondering, how does the game choose an elite? Well, an elite is chosen in this order: the amount of items, the unit cost, to the level unit. Piltover is the new Econ synergy, like Underground in Set 8. This works by activating the trait that summons T-Hex, and T-Hex also fights too, by the way. To gain stacks, you have to win or lose a round. When you are on a losing streak, the stacks increases even more. But in order to confirm those stacks, you have to win it. Then, after you win, you can sell the unit for resources. The more stacks you get, the more power it has, and the more resist. the more resources you get when you sell it. Rogue. It's the new assassin class, but unlike previous sets, they have to be active to jump to the backline. But in order for them to jump to the backline, they have to lose about 50% of their health, which causes them to be invulnerable and jump to the backline. To be honest, these units play more like fighters than assassins. With unique synergies, of course we have unique unit-specific traits. Let's start with my favorite unit in this set, Aatrox. His unique origin, Darken, works by dying, then transferring his stats to another unit. If that unit doesn't die in a certain amount of time, he is resummoned with his items to fight again. Rise has the unique origin, Wanderer. What this does is, his ability is determined by the region that was chosen from the portals from that game. Basically, he's like the set 9 Janna, so yeah, you can get an idea of like, you know, different abilities, does different things. Senna is a Redeemer. This unique class is the best support synergy of this set. What Redeemer does is when an ally is shielded, they gain an attack speed. This is really good because most things in this set gives off shield. Icing on the cake, Senna's ability can shield the whole board if you just place her in the bottom sides of the corner of the board. Lastly, Heimerdinger. He can summon a turret that can help you fight because he's a technologist. When picking up Heimerdinger and placing him on the board, your shop will have a turret upgrade, and if you buy the same upgrade, the stats increase for the upgrades. The downside is, one of your slots in your shop will be a Heimerdinger turret upgrade. And that's about it. I wanted to tell you guys. Was the video informative enough to you? If you have any questions and want to ask more about set 9, let me know in the comments below, which I'm probably not gonna answer. Or if you want to reach me easier, you can go to my Twitch at twitch.tv/ExTIRIA, where I will most likely answer your questions. Alright, I'm gonna go now, eat some dongos. Later.